Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Laura Bretaña, Spanish interpreter. The interpreter has not been sworn.
solemnly swear to translate from Spanish to English, from English to Spanish, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do, to the best of my abilities. Laura Bretaña, Spanish interpreter.
Rachel Kleinpeter on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
Christian.
Hold on one second. How do you say your last name?
Kleinpeter.
How do you say it?
Kleinpeter, like Calvin Klein, and then the boy's name Peter smushed together, Your Honor.
Thank you. It's Klein Peter. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Matos.
My name is Christian.
sorry?
Christian Moda, Office of the Public
sorry.
Defender. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
And we also have Tiana Carabello on behalf of the Public Defender in Osceola.
Okay. Appearance from the defense.
Tiana Carabello on behalf of Defense in Osceola County.
All right. Thank you.
And Your Honor, we just have one interpreter case before us today.
Okay. Juan Diaz Rivera.
Yes, Your Honor. Approaching.
Good morning, sir. Can you tell us your full name?
Buenos días, señor. Por favor, díganos su nombre.
Juan José Díaz Rivera.
Juan José Díaz Rivera.
And your date of birth?
¿Y cuál es su fecha de nacimiento?
Julio 15 del 67.
Okay.
July 15, 1967.
All right. Is Mr. Diaz Rivera seeking the assistance of the public defender?
Yes, Your
El
Honor.
señor Díaz Rivera ha solicitado la ayuda de un abogado de oficio, sí, su señoría.
And based off of the affidavit, I do believe he qualifies for appointment.
Okay. Thank you.
Y según el affidavit, tengo entendido que él cumple con los requisitos para que se le designe uno. Muy bien, gracias.
I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm setting bond on the battery, count 1, in the amount of $1,000. Mr. Diaz Rivera, you are not to return to the scene of the offense and have no contact with the victim in this case.
Muy bien, según el documento acusatorio determinó que hay indicios de criminalidad, se fija fianza en el cargo de agresión física en el número 1 de $1,000, se le prohíbe regresar a la escena del ilícito y también se le prohíbe todo tipo de contacto con la víctima.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Gracias, señor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I believe that is the only interpreter case, right? For us?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Oh, all right.
And Your Honor, if I may, there's another matter that would need to be reset, if we could address that.
It needs to be reset?
Yes, Wilson John was not brought up today because he was being uncooperative.
Okay, I have it.
Okay.
Okay, John Wilson, is he seeking the assistance of the public defender?
I'm going to assume he may be, but he was not brought up to the chapel today, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent him. I reviewed the affidavit. I do find PC for all 4 counts, and I'll stay the bond amounts as is. Resisting count 1, 1,000. The Bat Leo, count 2, 2,500. Count 3, Bat Leo, 2,500. Count 4, resisting with violence, count is bond in the amount of 1,000. He is to have no contact with the victim in this case, the doctor. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And yeah, I'll waive his appearance. Okay. All right, Cole. LaTerrence Cole.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Terrence Cole,
and your date of birth?
1978.
All right. I will appoint the public defender to represent you this morning. Sir, you are out on ROR on a case. I'm revoking your release. On the new case, the battery, misdemeanor battery, I've reviewed the affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'll set bond in the amount of $1,000 on the new case, the battery. You are to have no contact with the victim in this case. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning text message, social media, or someone that knows you and the victim, okay? Thank you, Mr. Cole.
Your Honor, point of clarification for the revoking of the bond, is that on all 3 pending Osceola County cases?
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you.
Your Honor, if I may, the state has not done anything with the case in which he was released on ROR.
Okay,
No information was filed based on the he was released based on the 33-day rule.
okay. Is that correct, State?
That is correct, Your Honor. All 3 are pending still, no, with all 3 having a no info filed yet.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cole, I will not revoke your ROR status on all 3 Osceola cases. I'll just let that remain at ROR. The bond on the battery remains the same at $1,000. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Davis? Antoine Davis?
Approaching, Your Honor. It appears Mr. Davis does qualify for the appointment of the public defender as well, Your Honor.
He does?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thanks. All right, good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Yes, ma'am. Antoine Davis,
and your date of birth?
2887.
All right. You have some out-of-county warrants out of Broward. Bond has already been set on those cases, so I'm not going to disturb that, okay? So
Yes,
they'll
ma'am.
stay
Thank
as
you.
is. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Sean Lufkin?
Approaching, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Can you tell me your full name
Sean Lufkin,
and your date of birth?
April 3rd, 1998.
Okay.
Mr. Lufkin also does qualify for the appointment of the public defender, Your Honor.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'll set bond in count 1 in the amount of $1,000. You are to have no contact with the victim in this case. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through you, someone that knows you and the victim, text message, social media. You are not to return to the scene of the offense as well.
Can I ask
All right,
one
thank you,
favor, Your
Mr.
Honor?
Lufkin. Anthony Paxson?
Approaching, Your Honor.
Anthony Paxson, March 23rd, 1994.
Can you say that again?
Anthony Paxson, March 23rd, 1994.
Thank you, sir.
And he does qualify for the appointment of the public defender, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you this morning. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. You've got an out-of-county warrant out of Osceola and the bond is already set at $7,500, and I'll leave it at $7,500. Thank you, Mr. Paxson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Polk County.
Polk County, thank you.
Yes.
All right, Thomas Richards?
It's Harvey Richards, Your Honor. That's what I have here on my
Oh,
paperwork.
Harvey. Yes, thank you.
He's approaching, and I have his paperwork. He does qualify for the public defender's office, Your Honor.
Okay. Can you tell me your full name
Harvey Thomas Richards,
and your date of birth?
9/25/98.
All right, I will go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I'm setting bond in the amount of $1,000. Sir, You are to have no contact with the victim. You were already told that when you were released from Osceola, yet according to the arrest affidavit, you continue to have contact with the victim, so no contact with the victim. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I believe those are all the matters we have before you today.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
And I'll call the interpreter.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Laura Bretaña, Spanish interpreter.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, we're ready.
There is contact, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name?
Jose Perez Diaz,
And your date of birth?
May 15, 1979.
What is it?
May 15, 1979.
Okay. Do you want a public defender, an attorney to represent you for free this morning?
Yes?
Do you work?
Yes?
How much do you make every paycheck?
$1,000 every 2 weeks.
Do you have any children or dependents? Does he?
No.
All right. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you this morning. On count one, I reviewed the affidavit. I do find PC. I'll lower the bond in the amount of $500. All right, thank you, sir.
Judge, he has an immigration detainer.
You can take off the headset and give it to her. Thank you. All right. And let me know when you have contact, Madam Interpreter.
There is contact, Your Honor.
Okay. Can you tell me your full name?
Santos Sanchez Ramirez.
And your date of birth?
The truth is that I don't know. I never went to school. I don't know.
You don't know your birthday?
No.
Okay.
My sisters sometimes tell me, but I don't know the date exactly.
Okay. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. Oh, first, do you want a public defender, an attorney to represent you free this morning?
Yes, I do have an attorney, but the thing is that I have his number on my cell phone.
You have a private lawyer?
Yes, because I am also fighting an asylum case.
Okay, but do you have a criminal lawyer?
No. I'm paying for the attorney personally.
How much do you make every paycheck?
$800 a week.
All right, I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender to represent you this morning. I reviewed your arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. So on the DUI, I'll set bond in the amount of $500. On the no valid driver's license, I'll set bond in the amount of $500. Those are the only 2 counts, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, thank you, sir.
It's fine, thank you.
All right, is this Miss Sullivan? Okay, Madam Interpreter, thank you.
Your Honor, do you need the assistance of the interpreter for any of the victims? If there are any?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No, we don't need you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are you Miss Sullivan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me your full name
Renee Lou Sullivan,
and your date of birth?
February 25th, 1981.
Okay. Ms. Sullivan, you filled out in an application for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. You qualify. I'll go ahead and appoint Mr. Moda to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm setting bond on count 1 in the amount of $1,000. You are to have no contact with the victim. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through you and someone that knows you and the victim, text message or social media. Also, you cannot return to the scene of the offense.
Is there any way I can get a ROR? I have a 10-month-old child that I'm only responsible for.
No, ma'am.
I live in my home by myself with my son. And I never even...
I understand, but based on what I've reviewed in the arrest affidavit, based on your priors, I'm not going to release you ROR.
What priors? I don't have any prior domestic violence or anything.
You weren't convicted of grand theft and uttering forged bills on May 1st, 2020?
Yeah, but that's not
Okay.
for...
All right, Ms. Sullivan, I've set bond. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Who do we have next? Hughes. Okay, thank you.
Just so I can pull this out. Oh, sorry. You're
All right,
right.
Mr. Hughes, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you tell me your full name
Yes, ma'am. Robert Bruce Hughes.
and your date of birth?
December 12th, 1948.
Okay. Mr. Hughes, I've reviewed the arrest affidavit. I've reviewed the affidavit for the assistance of the public defender. You qualify. I'll go ahead and appoint Mr. Moda to represent you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. You qualify for pretrial release, so I'll have you go through pretrial release, okay?
What does that mean, ma'am?
You don't have to post a bond.
Oh, God bless you. Thank
Okay.
you, Your Honor.
Listen, no contact with the victim,
No.
okay? No, you can't talk to the victim,
No.
or contact or anything, and you can't return to the scene of the offense. You can't go back
Right.
there. Okay,
It's a
thank you.
very sad story.
I
We
know,
were
but-
very
okay.
close
Mr.
friends.
Hughes, everything's recorded, so not today, okay? Talk to your lawyer.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And when do I get to make a
They'll-
phone call, Your Honor?
They'll let you know.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you for your kindness.
Okay. Are you Mr. Molina?
Hi, how you doing?
Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Can you tell me your full name?
Miguel Angel Molina III.
Can you speak up for me? It's hard to hear with the AC on.
Miguel Angel Molina III,
And your date of birth?
4/10/1993.
Okay. All right. You filled out an application for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. You qualify. I'll go ahead and appoint Mr. Moda to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm setting bond on this count in the amount of $500, okay?
All right.
All right, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can you tell me your full name
My first name is Rishi. My last name is Ramisa.
and your date of birth?
It's May 28, 1974.
Okay. Sir, you filled out an application for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. You qualify. I'll go ahead and appoint Mr. Moda to represent you. I reviewed your arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. So count 1, I'll set bond in the amount of $1,000. Count 2, $1,000. Count 3, I'm holding you at no bond as it is an offense punishable up to life in prison. If you do post bond or if things change, you are to have no contact with the victim in this case. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through a third party that knows you and the victim, or via text message, social media, or internet. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Can you tell me your full, the microphone.
I'm sorry. This is
Can
my
you-
first time going through this. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Can you tell me your full name
Rebecca Wimmer,
and your date of birth?
February 5th, 1967.
Okay. You filled out an application for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. You qualify. I'll go ahead and appoint the PD to represent you. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, how you doing, ma'am?
So you got to get really close to the microphone because I can't hear with the vents on, okay?
Oh, yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Okay, can you raise your right hand?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
State your name for the record.
Jerome Lamont Hills.
And your date and your, okay. Yes, sir, what is it you'd like to tell me?
I'm not pressing charges, ma'am.
I can't hear you.
I say I'm not pressing charges.
You're not you don't want to press charges?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay. Anything else?
I mean, I want her to be home.
You want her
I
home?
mean, it was agreement to disagree, but you know, hey,
I didn't hear you after
I said
you
it was agreement to disagree, but you know, everybody go through their little spit.
can't hear you.
Your Honor, I can hear it. He's saying that it was a disagreement, but everyone goes through disagreements.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But I want her to be home, ma'am.
He wants her to be home.
Okay, thank you. All right, I reviewed the affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm setting bond. Well, you qualify for pretrial release, so I'll allow you to go through pretrial release.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are to have no hostile contact. Okay, listen, so if things escalate and things get out of control, it's on you to walk away and remove yourself, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So there's no hostile contact in this case.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
All right.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Can you tell me your full name
Tori DeAndre Brown,
and your date of birth?
August 15th, 1989.
All right. You filled out an application for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. I'll appoint Mr. Moda to represent you this morning. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm setting bond on count 1 in the amount of $1,000. You are to have no contact with the victim in this case. No contact is face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through someone that knows you and the victim, text message, social media. You
Your
are
Honor,
not to return to the scene of the offense.
Your Honor, this defendant qualifies for PTR.
I'm sorry?
This defendant qualifies for pretrial release.
Yeah. All right, I'll release you via PTR, okay? So
Yes.
pretrial release will monitor your release, okay? No
Yes.
contact with the victim, though, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Your
thank
Honor,
you.
state no return, correct?
Yes.
Defendant has alternate address he provided to corrections that he can go to.
Yes. You can't go back there, and you can't have contact with the victim, okay?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning. Can you tell me your full name?
Sean Dean Clark.
I'm sorry?
Sean Dean Clark.
And your date of birth?
4/6/1997.
All right. Thank you. You filled out an application for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. You qualify. I'll appoint Mr. Mota to represent you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you raise your right hand?
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Can you state your name for the record, please?
Amber Bagata.
Okay. And what is it you'd like to tell me?
I don't want to press charges, and I want him home.
And what?
And I want him home.
And I'm sorry.
And I want him home.
You want him home? Okay.
Yeah, and nothing happened.
And what?
Nothing happened. Like he never
Okay.
put it.
All right, I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm going to release you via pretrial release. You are to have no hostile contact with the victim. No hostile contact means if things get escalated, it's on you to walk away. You understand?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Matthew Garcia,
and your date of birth?
November 4, 1996.
And what's the birthday?
November 4, 1996.
Okay. All right, Mr. Garcia, you're out on bond on 2020 CF 9378. You unfortunately don't qualify for the assistance of the public defender. You picked up the new domestic violence battery. All right, good morning. You gotta speak really close in the microphone. You have to speak really loud, okay?
I need interpreter.
Okay, I can't hear you, but raise your right hand.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you tell me your full name?
Cynthia Agosto Acevedo.
I can't hear you.
Cynthia Agosto Acevedo.
Okay, what is it you'd like to tell me?
I need interpreter. No, I speak English.
Oh, you don't speak English?
No.
Okay. One moment, okay? Do you speak Spanish?
Hello, Cisco Unity Connection Messaging System. From a touch-tone telephone, you may dial...
All right, let's pass this case. We got to call an interpreter for you, okay? One moment. Okay, just have a seat outside. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Can you tell me your full name
Daniel Gill,
and your date of birth?
1/13/1981.
Okay. Sir, you filled out an application for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. You qualify, so I'll appoint Mr. Mota to represent you.
Okay.
I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. Based upon your prior history, I'll release you via pretrial release.
Thank you.
You are to have no contact with the victim in this case, okay? No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through you and someone that knows you and the victim, text
Yes.
message, social media, okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks. Have a good day.
You too. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you tell me your full name
Matthew Alexander Laroche Ugarte,
and your date of birth?
9/16/83.
All right, thank you. Sir, you filled out an application for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. You qualify? I'll
Yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead and appoint Mr. Mota to represent you. I've reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find there is probable cause. You do qualify for pretrial release based upon your history, so I'll release you through pretrial release. You cannot have any contact with the victim in this case. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through someone that knows you and the victim or text message or social media, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir.
Quick thing as well. I start a new job tomorrow in Tampa. I do have to go to my house at some point today to get all my suits. And if there's any way possible, I can call up an officer and assist me with that, so I can just get my stuff real quick and get out. I have to do that today because tomorrow I start a new job. So. if
Well,
that's-
I can't tell the officers to go today, but you can go one time to collect your belongings with law enforcement.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. What do I do?
Are you Mr. Mayfield?
No, Smith.
Okay. Inmate number 2002-8146? Huh? Medical? Okay. All right. On Mr. Mayfield's case, I'll appoint the public defender to represent him, I'll waive his appearance. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find probable cause. I'm setting bond in the amount of $1,000. No contact with the victim and no return to the scene of the offense. Yes. All right, good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Yes, Rashawn Smith,
and your date of birth?
6/11/1989.
Okay. Mr. Smith, I reviewed the affidavit. You qualify for a public defender, so I'll appoint Mr. Mota to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm setting bond on count 1 in the amount of $500. You can't have any contact with the victim. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through you, someone that knows you and the victim, or text message or social media. Also, you cannot consume alcohol while you're out on bond, okay?
Quick question. Is there any way that I can maybe do pre-trial release?
You don't qualify, so no.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Can you tell me your full name?
Naomi Williams.
Can you speak up for me?
Naomi Williams.
And your date of birth?
7/23/81.
All right, thank you, Ms. Williams. All right, I reviewed your application for a PD. You qualify. I'll appoint Mr. Mota to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit, and I do find probable cause. Based on your history, you qualify for pretrial release. I'll allow you to be released through pretrial. No contact with the victim. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through someone that knows you and the victim, text messages, or social media. Also, you can't go back to that place. No return to the scene of the offense.
I live there.
Your Honor, the place is the defendant's home.
Okay.
The victim came to her home, so no contact sufficient for the state.
Okay. You can go back to your own home. Okay. So, but no contact with your sister.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's recall Mr. Garcia. Mr. Garcia's case. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, the victim needs the assistance of the Spanish-speaking interpreter.
Oh, so you want me to ask her to raise her right hand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hola, buenos días, señora. Soy el intérprete que le va a ayudar con la conversación. Toda la información es estrictamente confidencial y será relatada tal cual. ¿Puede levantar su mano derecha, por favor? Okay, it's raised.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Bien, ¿jura usted que el testimonio que está por dar el día de hoy es la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad? Yes.
Can you tell me your full name?
Bien, ¿y me puede dar su nombre completo?
Cynthia Augusto Acevedo.
¿Puede repetirlo, por favor?
Cynthia Agosto Acevedo.
Cynthia Agosto Acevedo.
Okay, what is it you'd like to tell me?
Sí, bueno, bien, ¿qué es lo que le gustaría a usted decirme?
Yo lo que único que quiero es una orden de alejamiento y más nada.
The only thing I want is a restraining order or nothing else.
I can't hear you, Mr. Interpreter.
The only thing I want is a restraining order and nothing else.
Okay. Anything else, ma'am?
¿Alguna otra cosa?
No.
No.
Okay, thank you. You are Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, you're out on bond on 2020 CF 9378. I'm revoking your bond. Also, in the domestic violence battery case, I'm setting bond in the amount of $1,000. You are to have no contact with the victim in this case. No
All right.
contact is face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through social media or someone that knows it, you or the victim. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's no contact with him and you, okay?
Bien, no habrá ningún contacto entre usted y él, ¿está bien?
Okay. All right, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for calling in and using our services. Have a good day.
Okay. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Antonio Cason,
and your date of birth?
December 27, 2001.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kaysen. So, you've got a failure to appear on a previous case set at no bond. I'm going to stay that amount. You are out on bond on carrying a concealed firearm and resisting without violence on 2020 CF 5087. I'm revoking your bond on that one. And then you've picked up a new case, possession of cannabis. Also, you qualify for the PD. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. You have a new case, possession of cannabis. I reviewed the affidavit. I do find PC. I'll set bond in the amount of $250 on that case. All right, thank you, sir.
Excuse me. May I please ask a question, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
Can I please ask a question if you don't
Okay.
mind? I went to court December 2nd and December 3rd for the I think possession of fentanyl and trespassing and possession of cannabis. And when I went to court December 2nd and 3rd, they told me I wouldn't have any more. If you look in the court comments or I think court minutes or something, when I went to court, they told me I wouldn't have any more court dates until March 22nd.
All right, so
And-
Mr. Kaysen, I've appointed a public defender to represent you. They're going to look into it, okay? And they'll set your case for a motion if that's correct. All right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Good morning.
Donna Tony Zasmar, she refused.
Refused? Okay.
Tony did.
All right, on Tony Sazmar, I'm appointing the public defender. I'm waiving her appearance. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find probable cause. I'm setting bond in the amount of $1,000. No contact and no return to the scene. All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you tell me your full name
Stephanie Jackson,
and your date of birth?
7185.
Okay. Ms. Jackson, you have a failure to appear that's set at no bond, so I'm going to stay that amount. Okay, so you're going to be held until you can see the judge. Thank you. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your full name
Janelle Jenkins,
and your date of birth?
11/21/1989.
Okay. All right, Mr. Jenkins, you qualify for the PD. I'll appoint Mr. Moda to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I'll set bond in the amount of $500.
State would request no firearms or similarities therein, given the circumstances of the arrest.
Was there an allegation of oh yeah, I see. All right, no firearms or weapons unless you have a permit, but I don't think that you'll be able to get one based on your priors. No weapons or firearms. Thank you, sir. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Silky Johnson,
and your date of birth?
7/19/82.
What is it?
7/19/82.
Okay. All right, Mr. Johnson, you filled out an application for a PD. You qualify. I'll appoint Mr. Moda to represent you this morning. You are out on ROR on 2020 CF 6026. Is that based upon the no information being filed?
One moment, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I show the defendant pled guilty. He's waiting sentencing on January 4th, 2021 in courtroom 4C. He pled on 10/27/2020 with a colloquy.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, I'm revoking your ROR on 2020 CF 6026. I'm holding, and also on the new case, I reviewed the affidavit. I find probable cause. On count 1, I'm setting it at 1,000. Count 2, I'm gonna lower it to 5,000. Count 3, I'm leaving it set at 500. All right, thank you, sir. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Christopher Malave,
and your date of birth?
August 1st, 1998.
All right, you filled out an application for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. You qualify. I'll appoint Mr. Moda to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I don't find PC for the possession of a firearm, so I'll ROR you on count 1. Count 2, I'm setting bond in the amount of 150. Count 3, 100. Count 4, I don't find PC for the carrying a concealed fire weapon charge. All right, thank you, sir.
Your Honor, this defendant also qualifies for PTR.
No, no PTR. Thank you, sir.
Could you?
Good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Isaac Maldonado Cabret,
and your date of birth?
April 26, 1947.
All right. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Mr. Moda will be your lawyer. I
Thank
reviewed
you.
the arrest affidavit. I find probable cause. I'm lowering your bond amount to $500. You can't go back to that place. Okay?
What happened?
You can't go back.
I don't understand.
You can't go back to the Denny's.
Yes, I went back to eat my breakfast.
Okay. All right, I set your bond, okay? Good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Jason Lee Perkins,
and your date of birth?
1/1877.
All right, Mr. Perkins, do you want a lawyer to represent you for free this morning? No? Okay. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm setting bond in the amount of 1,000. Thank you. Good morning. Mr. Punter? Okay. All right, on Mr. Punter's case, I'll appoint the public defender, waive his appearance. I've reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I'll set bond in the amount of $3,500. He is not to return to the 7-Eleven. Thank you. Yes. Bonded? Okay, thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can you tell me your full name
Scott Lamar Sanders,
and your date of birth?
9/13/72.
Okay. Mr. Sanders, you qualify for the PD. I'll appoint Mr. Mota to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find probable cause. On count 1, the petty theft with 2 priors, I'll set bond in $500. Count 2, the resisting, I'll leave it set at 100. And count 3, the 150 on the burglary of an occupied structure, I'll leave it set at 150. You can't go back to that location, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Cordell Scott,
and your date of birth?
05/11/98.
All right. Mr. Scott, I'll appoint Mr. Moda to represent you this morning. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'll release you PTR, okay? Pretrial release. So you don't have to post a bond.
You said it again?
So I found probable cause. I'm going to release you through PTR, pretrial release. You got to keep in touch with them while the case is going on. You don't have to post a cash bond. Okay? Thank you, sir.
Any conditions, Your Honor?
No. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you tell me your full name
Stephanie Summers,
and your date of birth?
2/10/83.
Okay. Ms. Summers, you have a failure to appear arrest affidavit. The bond's set at $2,500. I'm leaving it set.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you tell me your full name
Corey Nathaniel Valentine,
and your date of birth?
6/23/80.
All right. You qualify for the PD. I'll appoint a public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'll release you through pretrial release, okay? Keep in touch with them until, while your case is open. Thank you.
Okay.
Any conditions, Your Honor?
No. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your full name?
Yes. Lennon.
I'm sorry?
Hardly Lennon.
Okay, and your date of birth?
29th of the 6th, 54.
Okay. All right, sir, you qualify for the PD. I'll appoint Mr. Moda to represent you.
You will qualify for PTR, Your
I
Honor.
don't hear.
He does qualify?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You qualify for pretrial release. I'll release you through pretrial release. No alcohol.
Okay.
No driving without, yeah, you will.
Okay.
Yeah, no driving without a valid license. Thank you. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name?
Omar Rojas.
Okay, 1 second. What happened to Joel Corrales, 2002 8098?
Oh, he's, medical. The woman. Your Honor,
Medical. Okay.
Your Honor, he was coming back in due to that warrant being served to release that condition of home confinement.
Is that Omar or Corrales?
That's Wilmer.
Oh, this is the
Morales.
Corrales. Okay. For Joel Corrales, I'll appoint the PD. He had a capias in 2011,
Yeah.
where the condition is 2,000 bond plus home confinement.
Your Honor, that's for defendant Wilmer Ramon Morello Aguilera, if I said that right. It's,
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, Mario Aguilar. I'm deleting the home confinement condition. Okay? Bond stays at 2,000.
thank you.
Okay, you're Joel Omar.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's your date of birth?
06/22/1998.
Okay. Do you want a public defender to represent you for free this morning?
So what?
Do you want an attorney, a public defender to represent you for free this morning?
Not really.
Okay. I reviewed your arrest affidavit. I find probable cause. Does he qualify for a pretrial release?
You can qualify him, Your Honor.
I'm sorry? Yes?
Yes, you can
Okay.
qualify.
You qualify for pretrial release, so I'll have you released via pretrial release on your traffic and your possession case, okay?
All right.
All right, that's
What's the, like, how does pretrial work? Like,
They'll explain it to you.
all right.
All right,
Any conditions?
no conditions. All right, good morning. Can you tell me your full name?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
Archie Lamar Jackson.
Okay, hold on 1 second. What happened to Wilson? 2002 8191?
Posted bond.
Bonded? Okay. You're Mr. Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's your birthday?
9258.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Jackson, you filled out an application for a public defender. You qualify. I'll appoint Mr. Moda to represent you. You are out on ROR on a trespass and possession of drug paraphernalia, and then you picked up another trespass. All right, I'm revoking your ROR on 2020 MM 8191, and on the new trespass, I'm setting bond in the amount of $500. No return to that place, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Wait. What's your name?
Tatiana Williams.
Okay. Jeremy Rogers did refused? Okay. How do they refuse to come to IAs? Okay. All right, let's handle Mr. Rogers' case. I'll appoint the public defender. I'll waive his appearance. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. He doesn't qualify for pretrial release. I'll set bond in the amount of $500. And then a John Doe. Mental health? Okay. I'll appoint the PDs on this case, on John Doe. Waive his appearance. Set bond 500, no return. Okay, and you are?
Tatiana Williams.
And your date of birth?
07/29/98.
Okay. Ms. Williams, you are out on bond on a grand theft and contributing to the delinquency of minors, and then picked up this resisting without violence and petty theft. You qualify for an attorney with the Office of the Public Defender. I'll appoint Mr. Moda to represent you. I'm revoking your bond on 2019 CF 16687. I find PC for the resisting and petty theft with 2 priors. I'll stay those bond amounts. On the resisting, though, I don't find PC, so I'll ROR you on the resisting. And on the petty theft, I'll set bond at 500. You can't go back there. to
So I
that
can bond out
location.
today?
I'm sorry?
No.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Are you Miss Barksdale?
Yes.
Can you tell me your date of birth?
October 12th, 1985.
Okay. I'll appoint Mr. Mota, the public defender, to represent you. You qualify. You have an out-of-county warrant set at no bond. I'll leave that as is. Thank you. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name?
Alana Beth Elliott,
And your date of birth?
8790.
Okay. You are out on bond on a battery in 2020 MM 6377, and you have an out-of-county warrant.
Yes.
All right, the out-of-county warrants, the bonds are as is, 1,000 each. Oh, is that the same case? Oh, one case, okay. So, oh, she has the warrant. Okay, I'm gonna leave those amounts. Thank you.
What about the add-on?
This one? Yeah. Is it the same? Oh, no, no. This is okay, all right. Wait, can
They
we
bring
bring
it
back
back
Miss
in.
Elliott? No, 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 that's... How did she get picked up? Oh, they came into an argument, and she got a warrant. Okay. All right, on the battery, DV battery, 2020 MM 6377, I'm revoking your bond, and I'll leave the bond amount from the out-of-county warrants in Polk County in 1,000 each. All right, thank you. All right, can you tell me your full name
Mercedes Gabrielle Ward,
and your date of birth?
January 31st, 2000.
Okay. All right, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. You have a VOP warrant set at no bond, so I'm gonna leave that as is. Thank you. Can you tell me your full name
Dustin Gallo,
And your date of birth?
11/30/1992.
Okay. Do you want an attorney to represent you for free?
No.
Okay. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I don't find PC, so I'm RORing you, okay? So you'll be released on your own recognizance, but you gotta come back to court, okay?
Okay, am I gonna get like a notification or how do I know?
You'll get court dates as you leave,
Okay, and then can I ask a question?
okay?
I live in St. Louis. How does that work?
You're gonna have to come back.
Okay,
Yeah, you're gonna have to come back for your court dates, or get a lawyer.
gotcha.
Okay, thanks.
Judge, can
Thank
you
you.
put in on the court order he can
Hold on,
return?
hold on, wait.
He can return back to St. Louis?
Yeah, it'll be on his release paperwork.
Yes, you can
Okay.
go back to St. Louis, but you gotta, if you don't come to court, they'll put a warrant out for you.
Of course.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Is that it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We're off the record.